Hello and welcome to this tutorial. My name is Yuval Keshtecher and I am the founder of the UX Writing Hub and a new company named the AI Makers Lab. The idea of AI Makers Lab is to run many experiments related to AI. And today I'm going to show you one of my experiments in which we're going to basically automate graphics and content for social media posts, specifically for Instagram. We're also going to use generative art tools in order to generate graphics. And then we're going to use a database no-code tool named Airtable in order to store all of our graphics. Another tool named Placid, which will help us to automatically generate all of the different graphics. Another tool named Make, which is the glue of the internet, and Make will help us to connect GPT-3. And Make will help us to connect Placid to Airtable with a little spice of GPT-3 and eventually updating Airtable again and also scheduling it on social media in case we want to do it. So as I said before, we're going to create social media posts. Let's start with Midjourney. So we open the Discord of Midjourney. Pretty straightforward. And I use a tool named Text Expander to store all of the prompts that I like, so I wouldn't have to copy and paste them from other places. So if we'll go to the bot of Midjourney, I will just create a prompt that I really like from shortcuts. So what you need to do is just to imagine. That's the prompt of Midjourney. You just need to imagine. So let's imagine. And my shortcut will be P for prompt, dash, and then raccoon. And that will give me a really cool prompt of a raccoon that I really like. And that's the one I'm going to use. And the raccoon is going to... What the raccoon is going to do? The raccoon is going to eat an ice cream on the beach. Mwah, brilliant. So now let's let Midjourney run because it takes some time to generate the pictures, and then we'll have to pick one that we really like. So that's more or less about that. Let's let it run. In the meantime, I want GPT-3 to create a blog post. I want GPT-3 to create ChatGPT to create an Instagram post. So let's say, let's be kind, let's say please, Instagram post for a company and the UX Writing Hub. That's my company, UX Writing Hub. And in this post, I want to talk about the fact that UX writing can be remote. So you can work in the field of UX writing while being remote. So you can do it from everywhere, even while going to the beach, while eating ice cream. That's how we're going to connect that graphic to this text. Amazing. So we have a really interesting post over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this post on Airtable. So I've built an Airtable base, and this is not an Airtable tutorial, but basically in the Airtable base, we're going to put here the body of the post. That's more or less about it. And I created a webhook, means that whenever I press this button, I'm going to run an automation. That automation is going to take this record into a new view named Create Graphics. So I created an automation that says that when record enter a view, when it entered the view Create Graphic, I want you to run a script. Okay, and if you go to the script, I'm not a big code, I just copied that from another place. I want you to run this webhook and send it to another app named Make, which is this one. So this is Make. And You can test, you can test it, you can play around with it. If you need help, just write here in the comment section below and I will help you to set up this specific webhook. It's not that complicated. And then basically it's going to take all of the data from Airtable, okay? And that's what it's going to do. Let's move to Placid now, okay? So I created a template in Placid, which include text component that is dynamic. So basically it means that we can automate it. And I created an image component that is also dynamic, means that I could automate that one as well. The other stuff is constant, meaning that it's not going to be automated. And that's more or less about that. So that's Placid, and you can connect it straight into Airtable. I decided to connect it to Make because I wanted to do some more cool stuff. For example, I wanted also to create different type of colors for the background, and I want the database to store that colors from me. So what we have here is 3 different variables that we could automate: the background color, the picture, and the text. Voila. So that's what we have here in Make. So the webhook take the data from Airtable once I press the button. Okay, simple as that. We have this beautiful raccoon. I'm going to take it from Midjourney and I am going to paste it right here on Airtable. Okay, simple as that. And now I have a record on Airtable that have text, which is created by ChatGPT, and also an image that was created by Midjourney. Now, when I'm going to press this button, it's going to send the webhook that's going to take all of the data from Airtable to Make. That data is going to run by GPT-3 and say, hey, I want you to write short text with snippet from the longer text because I want to put it inside of the body of the post. I want to put it here basically. If you will go back to the template, so you'll see that we have here content. So we could replace that content using another layer of GPT-3. Then it's going to create it in Placid, the tool that I just showed you, and then it's going to shoot it back to Airtable. Let's see if this magic is going to work right now. So I'm just going to run it. Oh, I forgot one step. Okay, so another component is the color. So we can choose if it's going to be blue, green, or white. I want it to be blue. So now when we're going to press it, it's also going to take the blue color and just put it as a background color as well. So that's another part of the automation. That's why I threw it into Make, because I want it also for the background to be dynamic. So let's give it a shot. All right, so this is Make. The webhook calling has been made. Bam, bam, it's on Airtable. ChatGPT took it, bam, 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 bam. And now if we go back to Airtable, it's here. Okay, so we have a nice graphic. We took basically Midjourney illustration and put it as a graphic for social media. And now basically we can also schedule it with another automation. And that's how we can build an automation that will eventually replace social media managers, or at least social media managers could use this automation and so on. By the way, I'm not sure that I'm in love with it. So let's maybe change the background to white and maybe change the stroke here to, let's remove the border because I think it's pretty ugly. And now if, let's try to put it again. Let's see if it's going to work and maybe change it completely. So now I'm going to press the button. We're going to have different graphics now with different text, same illustration, different background. Let's see. Send the webhook, bam, bam. It's on Placid, and then it goes back to Airtable. It's going to update, and there you have it. Let's see how it looks like. All right, so different text, different background, nicer graphics, arguably, and that's more or less about it. I kind of hate this, and I would probably regenerate it again. But overall, this is how you create automation. Thank you for sticking around. And if you have more questions about how to set up all of these crazy automations, illustrations, and so on, just let me know. And that's about it. See you on the next tutorial. Ciao.